Continuing. Okay, Senator Voinovich.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chairman. I'd like to point out that Nevada and the state of Illinois have already experienced a 30% cut. Madam Chairman, if you don't mind, I'm going to read a letter that I sent to the President last week that kind of captures my position on what this country needs to do. Mr. President, I recently heard you are planning to host a Jobs Summit in December. I strongly believe that passing a surface transportation reauthorization bill is the best way to create jobs and provide an immediate stimulus for the economy. Infrastructure spending is one of the most efficient economic investments the Federal Government can make. Every dollar spent on infrastructure generates about $5.70 in economic activity, and for every $1 billion invested, it creates 47,500 jobs. The construction industry, in particular, has been hard hit by economic recession and would benefit immensely from a transportation reauthorization bill. According to the Department of Labor, the industry's unemployment rate was 17.1% in the month of September. In September alone, 64,000 construction jobs were lost. In fact, since December of 2007, employment for the construction industry has fallen by 1.5 million jobs. The economic benefits of a transportation reauthorization bill would be enormous, and it's desperately needed at this time. Beyond the immediate economic stimulus of a transportation reauthorization bill, investment in our transportation system will provide long-term benefits such as reducing traffic congestion, improving the flow of freight, and saving lives through increased safety. Investment in infrastructure, and here we go. Because of the loss of purchasing power, most states already are short of funds. When the American Recovery and Investment Act passed and had to use the stimulus dollars to cover the shortfall. A second stimulus bill would similarly be inefficient and would do little more than cover the shortfall in federal transportation dollar purchasing power while adding to the federal deficit. However, passing a transportation reauthorization bill would address declining purchasing power of federal transportation dollars without increasing the deficit. I have worked with a number of transportation industry groups, including the Chamber of Commerce, the National Association of Manufacturers, the International Union of Operating Engineers, who have all pushed for a short-term extension and a reauthorization bill and have stepped forward. I want to understand, stepped forward to pay a 10% increase in the federal gas tax that would be indexed for each year of the reauthorization bill. In other words, we wouldn't borrow the bill to create jobs, we pay for it. I've also recently met with the Big Seven. I'm a former governor and mayor, and 4 of them, the National Association of Counties, the National Council of State Legislators, the Council of State Governments, and the National League of Cities have endorsed a gas tax increase. There are also significant environmental benefits to a surface transportation reauthorization bill. Investments in transit and other congestion reduction projects have been shown to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Transportation investments can also safeguard water quality by reducing pollution from stormwater runoff, and the next surface transportation bill will provide an opportunity to implement numerous programs to improve our environment. I might mention, I hope that you've looked at Representative Oberstar's, Jim Oberstar's bill. I think there are some very, very innovative things that are contained in that bill. I'm not alone in arguing, back to the letter, that a robust surface transportation reauthorization is critically important and must be undertaken. Senator Durbin, in particular, has echoed my calls for the swift passage of a reauthorization bill on a number of occasions. In fact, last month, Senator Durbin said, my personal feeling is we need more stimulus for job creation, and a highway authorization is the best way, end of quote. Governor N. Riddell seconded Senator Durbin's comments, quote, I don't think we necessarily need a second stimulus, but I think we should move forward on a transportation bill, end of quote. And in the letter, I believe that a transportation reauthorization bill is critical to job creation, improving the nation's transportation infrastructure, and reducing our carbon footprint. A transportation bill would be a threefer. Mr. President, your leadership is desperately needed now. With your support, we can get the reauthorization done by spring of next year on a bipartisan basis. And I'd like to point out, I was the mayor of the city of Cleveland in 1982-83, And 82 was a disaster year. And compared to now, you know, one of the things that we better realize, folks, is this economy is really very, very fragile. And we need to do something dramatic to assure that we are going to create jobs. We also do something dramatic to take a portion of our economy and kind of put it to bed. In other words, the uncertainty is the thing that's driving everybody crazy. If we came up with a 6-year reauthorization and we paid for it, we didn't borrow the money, we went straight out to the folks and said, here's what we're going to do with the money. It's going to create jobs. It's going to deal with infrastructure. It's going to help us to reduce greenhouse emissions. It's good for the environment. We're going to pay for it. We're not going to borrow it. We're going to pay for it. I honestly believe the American people would respond positively to that message. But I will tell you this, that most people in the House and the Senate are all worried about a vote on an increase in the gas tax. They really are. And you can't do it without increasing the gas tax. There's just no other alternatives. And so I'm hoping that between now and maybe the springtime, when these groups start coming forward and you have meetings around the country, the public's going to come forward and say, you know what, we really need to do the job. And just as Ronald Reagan did, you know, Ronald Reagan was the guy that, you know, was cutting taxes and all that. Ronald Reagan in 1983 had got Congress to pass the Emergency Jobs Bill, which brought $12 million to my city and $6 million to the county, and he supported an increase in the gas tax because he knew that it was needed for infrastructure, and he also understood it created jobs. And I think you have a wonderful opportunity, if you really think about this, to get the President involved in this, take a leadership role and say, look, this is right for America. It's honest, it's forthright, it's transparent, we're not hiding anything, we're not playing any games, we're not moving one fund to another fund and using some of these things I've heard about that the public is very skeptical of. And I think they'd follow his leadership. And you know, if he took that position, I think you'd find members of Congress coming on board and being supportive of it. And Madam Chairman, I have to tell you, I've talked with Boehner, I've talked with T. Berry, I've talked with Micah, and I've all said to them, it's time that we did something on behalf of our country and stop playing politics and stop worrying about, are we going to elect more Republicans the next time around and take a shot at the other side because they say they're voting for a tax increase, or members of the Democratic Party saying, hey, I can't support this thing because you know what, if I do that, they're going to shove it down my throat. This is the time. This is the time to do it. And think about, I'll finish up, Madam Chairman. Think of the thank you.
You're on a roll. Just
But I think of the certainty that it would give one section of our economy, that they'd know for the next 6 years, we know what the game is, the states would know what the game is, and we could kind of say that part of the economy is on its way. We're uncertain about the rest of it, but at least we know we're on the right course over here. It would be, I think, terrific for our country, and we could do it on a bipartisan basis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Senator. I just want to make